He mentioned Ronde Barber night. Yeah, he's getting his Hall of Fame ring. And it was set up specifically for Philadelphia because why not?
I know.
Yes.
Wait, pause. Did you see Antoine Winfield Jr. do that in the Vikings game?
I did, and that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, was that an ode to Ronde?
Right. I was like, is that his last name because it's Winfield in Minnesota, or was it a nod to Ronde, who speaks very highly of him?
Ronde just recently said, I forget where he was talking, but he said Winfield might be the next 20-20 guy, which is 20 interceptions, 20 quarterback sacks. And when you talk about the role of the safety, it's different than the nickel corner, but Winfield kind of performs like Ronde did, so the role is a little different. And the numbers that Ronde wound up getting in his career overall might be unattainable because that position really doesn't exist anymore. It's a true safety or true corner, but he said Winfield as a safety is going to get some numbers. That's a cool honor.
It really is. Well, and Ronde did the game film breakdown of the Vikings game, which was really cool. So maybe he said in that. I don't know, but I heard that as well.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah,
I remember.
And that was the first thing as soon as we even watched it live, and I was like, because we had watched that video so many times.
I know. It's, terrific.
Cool.
Well, you two were there, obviously, when we were doing our feature on him. I had no part in that. That was before I got here. So all the credit to these two and Bob Hansen. When you guys were telling those stories and sitting down with his family, I mean, just how cool was it to see the emotion and kind of just connect with him on this special time and this special honor? Because that really is cool. Yeah, both of you guys.
Hearing Ronde talk about it, I've heard him talk about it before, but there was a little bit of nostalgia to it. And he's friends with Donovan McNabb. They had the same agent when they were playing. And so it's taken on a new life of its own all these years later. What I really enjoyed was hearing Claudia and the girls talk about that moment. It was really Claudia. But and then seeing the football in their house with the chunk of turf from the Veterans Stadium on the ball. And that, man, this will never go away. This is you get a handful of those memories in your lifetime, and no matter what you do, and this is awesome.
Yeah, it was so neat just to hear Claudia talk about it, because she's been with Ronde since the beginning, since rookie season, and the whole way to see the journey, to see the struggles, and to see how much he wanted this.
Yep.
And it was really neat for her to just, soak it in herself.
Yeah, that moment might have been the moment that got him into the Hall when it was said and done, and you had naysayers in the voting world who just weren't so sure. When you see that moment, everybody in the Hall of Fame has gotten an iconic moment, and that's that's probably the greatest moment in the history of the franchise. Yeah, for right now. Yeah. So it's going to be cool to see it. I hope the Bucs are playing well,
fired up.
And when they get out there, that it's even and the Eagle fans boo. I love it.
But it's a big weekend for him. So we were talking. Right. So he's getting honored at his high school, Cave Spring. Shout out
up
Roanoke.
In Roanoke.
I was going to say
shout out Roanoke. You were up in Charlottesville. I worked in Roanoke, so we have those ties.
Virginia girls.
Yours for UVA for him too. So that'll be neat. I mean, he just means so much to, every community growing up. It's like every phase of your life played such an important part of your role, from your growing up to college at UVA and beyond. It's just neat that everybody is celebrating. I like
that you say that. I like that you say that in every single community he's been in, he's had an impact. That's special. I don't think a lot of people realize that's special. I think we overlook those things sometimes. And when you have a man like that who has such an impact wherever he is, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And when I came in here too, I was like, man, they did just such a fabulous job telling these stories of his. So pretty cool.